I'm here with Mpho as well at the City Changes offices, and she's yet another success story of pop-up and the training programs that they have there. Mpho, thank you so much for talking with us and just giving us some of your time. We were sitting just now and talking about your story with pop-up and how you came about pop-up. You told me that you needed a job.
Yes.
And so you heard about pop-up. Who told you about pop-up?
She's a friend of mine,
Okay.
though she went there as well. She did computer and then she come back and told me this amazing story about pop-up.
Yeah.
So I was very much interested because actually when I go there, I thought it was the end of my life. I'm so tired of sitting home doing nothing. So when I go there, it was all about job.
Yeah, you just
About instead of being the end of my life, it was the beginning.
What?
I've changed so much, and I feel so much lighter that before I go to pop-up.
Why did you go and study at pop-up? What course did you do?
I do computer and office admin.
Okay.
And then this is life skill. We all have to do it for 2 weeks before you start the skill. It's where we met Fasti and Pastor Alistair. They taught a lot. They spoke a lot about Bible. It's where I learned to love myself more,
Wow.
to be inspired emotionally here, to know I serve a purpose in life. It's not a matter where you're coming from. God has plans.
Amen.
Irrespective of when that plan will come, only God knows. You just have to meet the right people and then they will direct you in the right directions.
And somebody who can believe in you.
Yes, because there in pop-up, it's not a matter of just a school, it's where it's like another home, because you don't have to worry about lunchbox. You will get food for lunch, you get tea for tea time. For those who don't have clothes, you will get clothes, and then you get emotionally healed. You have counselor where you can go to people wherever problems you have at home, where you're coming from, that will heal you, and you will meet different people that will different. It's like another family.
Sure. And after you were finished at pop-up, you and your family, you split up with your husband in between as well. Right?
Yeah.
And how did pop-up help you through that whole process, and what did that mean for you through that? Because it's not only that they found you a job as well, hey?
Yes.
But I think what is profound is how they helped you through that process.
Especially my teacher, they were so into my story and my difficulties. They've been there for me. They wanted to give me money for transport for me because I was in a situation where I felt like leaving the school because I didn't have money. I went from, I split up, I separated with my husband. I went back home where my mom's not working. My father's doing a little job, so they don't have money like my husband because he was the one who was providing for me. So going back, it was difficult. I didn't have anything at all, so I just decided maybe it's best to stay home. So Maria decided to find money, give me money to come to school, make sure they give me food for my kids, they gave me clothes. It was June, it was cold, they didn't have boots to stay warm. So Maria, they also give me pampers, things to take care for my kids. So it was like,
wow.
I didn't feel much pain because I had that love, that support, that people who say, you can still manage on your own. You don't have to rely on anyone. You don't have to feel like you have to stand to somebody's wings for you to stand. You can stand on your own as long as you know that God is there. Because the most important, the different school, why pop-up is so different is because they teach a lot about God. They show you are not alone. And then they have God. They will tell you about God. They will teach you about God. They will even show you how they act because they have God inside of them. Wow, that's the difference about that school.
And to help you believe in
they
yourself.
help you believe about yourself. I couldn't stand to talk amongst many people. I've given the opportunity to teach other kids.
Wow. So what you've learned at pop-up, you were able to
teach other groups that come, that actually pop up. Because I know for the fact that most of us, when you go to pop-up, we all want job.
Yes.
But to get more than that, and for me to, they see me, for those who know that where I was and where I am now, they're like, wow. So I'm more like new person, in and out, and then irrespective where I'm coming from, where I've been through, because of him, I'm so blessed. And